Alice, what are you doing?
Stay away from that family. Never.
Mommy, what's going on?
At the start of the movie, a family appears, facing very peculiar circumstances. The name of the man is Charlie Morgan, while his wife's name is Sarah. Their son and daughter are named Daniel and Emil. They are leading their happiest life at the beginning, but their life takes a twist. Then, bad happenings occur in their life. A very small baby of theirs had already died a short time ago. Taking the death of this child, all members were sorrowful, above all, Charlie, who was not ready to accept this mishap. He loses his job due to his dejected state. Their son Daniel is a sleepwalker. However, the situation deteriorates over time because Daniel does not only sleepwalk but is paralyzed while resting on the bed. Above all, the oddest thing is this: all family members face parasomnia. While sleeping, they lose consciousness. Consequently, they are frightened and do not understand what is happening to them. Then, they visit a sleep doctor named Alice, who is an expert in such cases. Checking their report, she considers this case a normal one. She tries to satisfy them, saying that it is a sleep disorder normally faced by younger kids. Then Alice is left surprised when Charlie tells her this is not only with Daniel, but all family members are habitual sleepwalkers. It was very unusual to hear. But as a doctor, Alice recommends medicine, saying there is no need to worry and he will be all right. Alice does not take their condition most seriously. Even the family also returns home, not taking it seriously, except frightened Daniel. Daniel used to feel fear from his sleep. In spite of this, he himself was trying to tackle it. Then, an uncommon thing happens to them one night. The whole family starts sleepwalking while Daniel is on the bed. They act strangely in their sleep. Charlie thinks his dead baby is in his lap, and he calls him. On the other side, Sarah is mixing something in the mixer grinder. Along with it, she tries to eat something, adding her hand to it. Even their younger daughter Emil is also not conscious as she detaches the heads of her teddy bears with scissors. These happenings are very bothering for them. It is clear that someone is regulating their activities. They have turned into dangerous beings. They could harm one another and even kill themselves. Daniel is in the worst condition among all because he is fully paralyzed. He tries hard to rise from his bed. He calls his parents, but all his efforts are in vain. At the exact time, a black shadow is also seen with Daniel. At first sight, all restore their senses. They find Daniel in the worst state, seeing him because circumstances have worsened now. They again visit Dr. Alice. Admitting all of them for a night, she tests them medically. She attempts to know the reason for these happenings with them. Leaving them in a room for sleep, she continues to keep an eye on them through cameras. Everything is usual till midnight. But something strange begins to happen as Alice's attention is diverted from the computer. Daniel has been paralyzed while others start to act weirdly. Suddenly, Daniel feels as if someone is giving him an electric shock. Alice and the doctor run for their help, hearing these sounds. Charlie immediately attacks Alice, trying to kill her. But a sweeper at the hospital, Cam, saves Alice's life by attacking Charlie's head. Charlie is seized after this incident because he attempted to kill Alice, even though he had not committed it intentionally. Afterward, the family is discharged, and Alice refuses to treat them. Resigning his job, the boy Cam conveys a message to Alice to keep away from the family if she values her life. Moreover, he leaves after giving her a name. After that, it becomes clear he was talking about a demon. Returning home, Alice explores the name and confirms the unusual happenings with them. Suddenly, her childhood story comes to mind. She flashes back to her past, where two kids were sleeping in a room, a boy and a girl. The girl was Alice, while the other was her younger brother, who also had sleep disorders. On the same night, he behaves strangely. His attitude reveals he is horrified. That kid dies that night. Thinking of him, Alice is mostly depressed and blames herself for not saving her brother's life. Alice believes in all these supernatural happenings and wants to understand why and what is happening with his family, as well as what had happened with her brother that night. Meanwhile, the family is shown in trouble because only Sarah is taking care of her kids after Charlie was captured. Then a weird event occurs on the same night. Coming into consciousness, Sarah notices her younger daughter, Emil, who has killed their dog with the same scissors. Daniel has also been paralyzed. Alice is worried about the family and wants to help them. First of all, she secures the release of Charlie. They find no logical evidence for these incidents, it is all supernaturalism. They decide to visit someone who is aware of such things. Then, Cam instantly comes to Alice's mind. He had called them demons. They go to meet Cam and discover the events did not happen with him but with his grandfather, who is now grown old. His name is Amato. He tells Charlie and Alice that the responsible for all these happenings is none other than Timon, and he will continue until he takes Daniel's life. Daniel's life is at risk. Amato has also been a victim, but he survived because another person sacrificed themselves instead of him. Even after that, the demon did not stop chasing him. Amato deprived himself of his eyes and sleep never overcame him. It becomes clear that the demon is very potent and approaches only during sleep. Despite knowing this, the group proceeds with the task, having a little awareness about the demon. They know the demon's main target is Daniel. When Daniel sleeps, the demon will arrive and can control others. To prevent this, they try to keep Daniel sleepless. Injecting him and giving him energy drinks, they ensure he remains awake for a night. However, this isn't the best way to save Daniel's life. Alice informs them that whether it is a demon or a ghost, it exists in another realm, not here. If they cannot help Daniel in this world, they will have to move themselves into the world of dreams where the demon resides. Having no other option, they all agree. Taking an injection dosage, all of them fall asleep. As a powerful demon, Timon shows them visions in the dream. Even there, they lose their senses, acting as they wish. Charlie sees his dead son, while Alice encounters her dead brother, and Sarah begins breaking her teeth. Amato remains conscious among them, while the demon is also active. Amato proceeds to help Daniel but is witchcrafted by the demon. At one point, Alice realizes it is only a dream, not reality. The demon's witchcraft breaks as she understands this. She immediately runs to rescue Daniel. But Amato is still under the demon's power, and he attempts to murder Daniel. In a shocking turn, Alice abruptly kills Amato. There is only one way to get rid of the demon: someone must sacrifice themselves. The demon then leaves. Afterward, Alice goes insane and is sent to an asylum. Now, the demon begins to pursue Alice's younger daughter, whom it intends to murder soon. The truth about the demon is revealed: it came into existence the first time someone dreamt. The demon preys on vulnerable individuals, causing nightmares. Potent and cunning, it has the ability to change its form. Initially, it shows children pleasant dreams to become their friend, then reveals its true nature. It gradually kills its targets. In the final revelation, Alice is not insane. The demon is actually with her daughter, and the story ends.